Hello, good morning everybody, welcome back. It's Tuesday the 2nd of June 2020. It's time for Phonics again, so let's get straight down to it. We're going to be reading and writing some different spellings of the G sound again first of all. So I need you to just get yourself 4 sections like I've done here on my board, so either on your whiteboard or on your piece of paper. And what we're going to do is I'm going to write some words here that have different spellings of the G sound, and you're going to be looking for them and then trying to sort them out into the table like we've done before according to their spelling of the G sound. So what sound is it that we're looking for in particular? That's right, we're looking for the G sound. So, for example, start us off nice and easy. I'll write the word and you would read the word. 1, 2, 3. Big. Now in big, we have 3 sounds. We have B, I, G. So which sound is this? G. So we have our first spelling of the G sound, and that's our first heading in the table. So we can build that word into the section like so. B, I, G. And just make sure that we underline the spelling of the G sound every time, okay? We've done that before, but it's important just to recap. So remember, every time I read a word and write a word, I say the sounds as I write it. Whether they're 1, 2, 3 or 4 letters for the sound, I'm saying the sounds, not the letters. B, I, G. Big. Okay, so let's try and find some other G spellings. We found 4 yesterday, so we're going to fill this table up. The next word I want you to see if you can spot the G sound in is, let's have this word. Okay, after 3, the word is 1, 2, 3. 2 syllables. Be-ging, begging. Good. So we're going to sort that word according again to the G spelling. Now be careful. In this word, we've got the double G spelling of G. So that's our second section. The G at the end isn't a G sound because it's part of the NG spelling of B, E, G, I, Begging. So that's the sound that we're interested in, the G. B, E, be, G, I, Ging, begging, begging. Good, so we've got 2 different spellings of the same G sound so far. So the same sound, different spellings. Okay? Next one, let's have a country this time. Country in Africa. Okay, 1, 2, 3. The word is Ghana. G, A, N, A. Ghana. Ghana. Now, we have a different spelling of G. Have you spotted it? That's right, it's the GH spelling. Our third spelling of the G sound, and we can write it capital G because it's a country. G, A, N, A. Ghana. Ghana. I'm just going to shut that window. It's a bit noisy outside. Sorry about that. Right, so Ghana. Let's have the next word is okay, the word is 1, 2, 3. Guilt. Guilt. And if we're looking for a spelling of G in guilt, what would you think? What do you think? I think there's a couple of places this could go today, because we've got a G-U spelling of g-i-l-t, guilt. But also, some of you might be thinking, we've actually seen U and I together before as an I spelling, which would mean that just the G is being used to spell the G sound. So, either way, in fact, let's put it in both. So let's say, with just the G spelling of G, we can say G, I, L, T, guilt. And if we choose to include the U in the G spelling, G-U, we can still spell it using that spelling of the G sound. And we can say G, I, with an I on its own, L, T. So it works both ways with guilt, because we've ended up with two letters, one sound, but the U can be used as one of the letters in either the G or the I sound, depending on how we want to do that. So we can just write it in both. Okay, so a couple more. Let's have the word one, two, three. Digging. Good. And again, we can see that we've got the double G spelling of G in digging. So, D, I, D, G, I, Ng, ging, di, ging, digging. Good. Okay, one more for today. The word is 1, 2, 3. Girl. And of course we've just got the G on its own spelling of G in girl. G, girl. G, girl. Okay. What we're going to move on to now is similar activity, but reading and writing different words with different spellings of the R sound that we focused on before half term. So we're going to leave our table there with our 4 sections. If you're on a whiteboard, if you've used paper, you just need a new piece of paper and 4 more sections. But before we move on, you know that I like you to read the words using the sounds that we've already written. So if you're using your whiteboard, read them as you rub it off. If you're on paper, just use your finger to read the sounds to read the word, okay? So G, R, N, Ghana. And when you've got all of those words out of the way, or you've got your new table ready to go, we'll start the next section. Okay, good. So we're ready. So, similar kind of thing. I'm going to write different words with different spellings of the R sound, like we did yesterday, and you're going to sort them into that table according to their spellings of the R sound. So that's the spelling that we're looking out for now. So we've spotted our 4 different spellings of the G sound, and now we're working on different spellings of the R sound. See what we can remember. Okay, the first one I want you to read and sort is the word 1, 2, 3. String. And we have string, string. So the R spelling is just the letter R on its own, our first section. And we can build the word into that section. String. 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 Okay. next word is one, two, three. Narrow. 2 syllables. Narrow. Narrow. And we can see we've got the double R spelling of R. Well spotted, our second section. And we can say the sounds to build the syllables, and then say the syllables to build the word. N, a, na, r, o. Row. Na, row. Narrow. Okay, the next word. Ready to read? In 1, 2, 3. Wreath. Good. So again, we can see you're right. The WR spelling of R in wreath, our third section. And we build the word. R, E, F, wreath, wreath. 3 spellings of R so far. We've got R on its own, the double R spelling of R, and we've got the WR spelling of R. There's one more. Let's see when it comes up. The next word is 1, 2, 3. Refuse. Refuse. Good. 2 syllables. Refuse. And we see it's the R on its own spelling. And we can build the syllables to build the word. R, E, re, f, u, z. Refuse. Refuse. Okay, next one. 1, 2, 3. Wrong. Good. And you're right, there's the WR spelling there. And we say R, R, wrong. Okay, let's have a few more before we move on. Let's have 2 syllables here. 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3. Rhubarb. Okay, so where is the R spelling in rhubarb? It's that RH spelling, isn't it? Well remembered. So that's our final section. That's our final spelling of R, the RH spelling. And we can build the sounds, use the sounds to build the syllables, use the syllables to build the word. And we say R, U, Ru, Barb, B, R, B, rhubarb, rhubarb. Okay. Next word is 1, 2, 3. Lorry. Okay. Good. Lorry is the double R spelling of R. So of course it goes up here with narrow. La, la, r, e, re, la, re, lorry. And the last one for today. 2 syllables again. 1, 2, 3. Rhombus. Good. Rhombus. Rhombus. And again, excuse me, we have the RH spelling of R in rhombus. And we say R, R, rum, b, spus, rhombus, rhombus. Okay, same again. Move to a different piece of paper for the next part of the lesson, or rub out everything ready for a clean slate, okay? So say the sounds as you read the words. St, re, string. Good stuff. When you've done that, we'll be ready to go. We're going to move on to our sentence work. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do for today is we're going to say and write a sentence that has some different spellings of the Z sound to see what we've remembered from a couple of weeks ago, okay? So I'll say the sentence a couple of times, we'll say it together like we've done before, and then you'll try to remember it. And if you can't remember all of it, don't worry, because we'll pick up each time we have a new word, okay? So the sentence is, Zara was amazed that he chose to drizzle the cheese on his dessert. Okay, my turn again. Zara was amazed that he chose to drizzle the cheese on his dessert. Our turn together. Zara was amazed that he chose to drizzle the cheese on his dessert. Okay, your turn. Have a try. Okay, let's try and write it. Now remember, we're looking for different spellings of the Z sound in particular. So every time you're ready to write the next word, I want you to pause the video, have a try using your sounds to spell, and then press play again and see if yours matches what I've written. And if it doesn't, then it's your chance to just pick up those changes, okay? And just edit your work too. So the first word is Zara. So we can do that one together. It's a Z, capital Z for Zara because it's her name and it's the start of our sentence. So it's got to be taller than the other letters, we know that. Z, R, A. Zara. Good, and we've got a spelling already of Z, so I'm going to underline that one. Okay, the next word. Zara was. Okay, over to you. Was. Okay, and we say oo, o, z. And we've got a z spelling in was. It's the S spelling. So far we've got z, z as in z, and s spelling z. Well remembered. Okay, the next word, let's try. Zara was amazed. Good. So over to you. Have a try and then come back. Amazed. And we say a z d amazed. Amazed. Okay, so change anything that you need to check that one. And we have the Z E spelling of Z in amazed. Good. Okay. 2 words next. 3 words, sorry. The next 3 words are Zara was amazed that he chose. Good. So over to you. That he chose. That he ch o z that he chose. And in chose we have an SE spelling of the Z sound, so our 4th different spelling for that same sound. 4 words next I want to write. So the next 4 words. Zara was amazed that he chose to drizzle the cheese. Okay? To drizzle the cheese. Over to you. Okay, and we say t, u, to drizzle. D, r, I, dri, z, u, zul, dri, zul, drizzle. To drizzle the cheese. Ch, e, z, cheese, cheese. So there we've had another spelling of z again. We've got the double Z spelling of z that time. So let's recap. What do we have so far? We have Zara was amazed that he chose to drizzle the cheese. Last three words. On his dessert. Good. So over to you. On his dessert. And we say on his dessert. Two syllables. Dessert. Dessert. D, E, D, Z, T, Zert. Dessert. Dessert. Now be careful because a very similarly spelt word is this. What word is this? Desert. There's a difference between desert with the double S spelling of Z and desert with the single S spelling of Z, okay? So this is the one we want for today with the double S for dessert. So let's check. Let's see what Z spellings we've got. Zara with a Z, was with an S spelling, amazed with a Z-E spelling, that he chose with an S-E spelling, to drizzle with a double Z spelling, the cheese, back to the S-E spelling, on his with an S spelling, dessert with that double S spelling. And I've forgotten one thing, which is my stop mark. Well done if you remembered that. Okay, and that is it for this morning, everybody. So have a lovely day, and I'll see you back here same time tomorrow. Have a good Tuesday. Bye.